Okay, so this is attempt 2. This time I am not muted, and you can actually hear what I'm saying and what I'm doing. So, yeah. Hopefully I can help a dude out who's trying to figure out how to make their own loops. Okay, so yeah, here we are, opening up Audacity, because this is what I use. Ignore the fact that my laptop is Windows 7, it's super old. So, we are going to open up the EDM version of 1010 because that's what the person who asked for help is trying to loop, and they want to loop the final phase of it. So I gotta listen and see where the final phase begins. Okay, so this is too early. I think it starts around here. Okay, so I was right, it starts around here. So I'm gonna zoom in, I'm gonna listen to this segment again, and I'm gonna pause it as close as I can to when it sounds like the phase that I want to loop starts. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in, and since it looks like there's a spike here, and this is around the area where the second phase starts, I'm just going to just basically pretty much cut out all this audio from the beginning of the song, because I'm not ever going to need it again. At least not for the purposes of what I'm doing right now. And I'm going to listen to the audio that I have left and make sure that sounds right. And that sounds like just the phase that I want to have. So I can hear that there was a little bit left over from right before it starts. So I gotta listen really close. This is tiring. By the way, this is probably gonna suck because I am worse at things when I'm expecting people to watch. I know not many people are gonna watch this, but you know, at least one person will, hopefully, because you know, I'm making this for a person. So yeah, like, So it looks to me like right here is probably where it begins. So I'm gonna zoom in, and I'm gonna start at this trough right here. Right here, actually. And I'm gonna delete all this because I don't think that it's part of what we want. So I'm gonna listen and see how it sounds now. Okay, so that sounds right. And now on the other end of things, I'm gonna listen for when I want it to loop. So this looks like a drastic change right here. So I'm gonna cut off all this part over here because I said so. And I'm not just gonna delete this, I'm gonna Control X this because we're gonna need that later when we want the loop to end and fade out. So now we're gonna take a listen to this again and see if that sounds right. And you can hear that, you know, there's a little bit of that fade out left. So I'm gonna cut that, and then I'm gonna put it over here with its buddy. So now it's complete again. Now we're gonna listen and see if that sounds like it ends where we want it to loop. I got too much off. Actually, no. Sounds like I might have cut too much off, but we may be able to make the best of the situation. So I'm gonna just pretend I did not cut too much off. I'm gonna paste that right here, and then we're gonna take a listen. So we're just gonna chop that last note off because then it'll sound right, I believe. So I think this peak right here is that last note. So I'm gonna just do that. I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, so it does look like these vaguely line up. So I'm gonna just see how it sounds. Okay, I gotta do a little bit more chopping. Gonna cut these two peaks off. And then I'm gonna see how that sounds. Sounds kind of funky, kind of weird. I think I'm overthinking it. So yeah, I think that we probably got it good. So I'm gonna copy this, and I'm just gonna get rid of this so that we have it end exactly where we want it to end on the second portion. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna copy paste it, and then I'm gonna copy paste this whole thing because that's gonna make my life easier. I'll paste it. So now I'm gonna copy paste it again, but only 1 second because we only want it to go to like 5 minutes. Oh, that's a lot more than 5 minutes, I think. Okay, yeah. Boom. Okay. So I don't think this is gonna work. I think it might sound choppy because I did cut a little bit off. So I'm gonna try and paste it at the end and see if the fade out sounds right. Ooh. Okay, yeah, that's definitely not gonna sound right. Oh, it did. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so now we have our 5-minute loop, and I think it's seamless. I'm gonna double listen. Okay, so that sounds good enough to me. So I'm gonna export this hoe. Never mind, I already have it. So yeah, we did it. Yay! No, I'm not gonna save it. Ooh. Okay. So yeah, I'm kind of bad at explaining things, but I'll do another one and maybe explain it a little bit better, because you know that's the whole point. Trying to help people learn. Okay. So we're gonna do the second phase of this one, and you know, since I already extended the second phase of the first version, I already know that it ends around the 104 mark. And here we are at the 104 mark, and we see this big ol' spike. So that's how we know that's where it starts. Just gonna zoom in really close, and I'm gonna just like delete everything that's behind that big old spike because we don't need it. Goodbye. And I remember that this section lasts around a minute and 4 seconds, but we gotta listen to this to make sure it sounds right. Yeah, that sounds right, maybe. So now I gotta go to the tail end of things and listen to that and find where it ends. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's a big spike, but there might be a change in the sound waves. And luckily, there is, because you can see that the peaks get further apart. What is it called? The wavelength increases. I think that's what like the technical term is or whatever. So I'm gonna highlight this and see if it sounds like it's just the second phase, and none of the next phase included. And I'm gonna do it past and see if it sounds like it's the next phase, just to be sure I'm not cutting. Actually, this might actually be part of the second phase, so I'm gonna do this and see how that sounds. Okay, so you can hear that this area right here is like the very first beat of the next phase. So we're gonna copy paste this hoe. We don't need that. Oop. So now I'm gonna listen to make sure that this is all the right phase. Oh, yeah, no, that's bad. I was close. Okay. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. This is way past it. Okay, so we found our spot again, because I'm dumb and I didn't copy paste it right. So yeah, we're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. So yeah, we're gonna zoom way out. I'm gonna copy paste this. And it's probably not gonna sound right the first time, but like, you know, we'll just test it. We'll mute this because we don't need this for now. And it's probably gonna sound very bad, very choppy, but you know, it's a trial and error type thing going on here. So, you know, we gotta listen, see what's wrong, or not see, technically, listen. Okay, yeah, so that was almost perfect. There's just a little bit going on that should not be there. So now, I gotta listen again. So it sounds like there's two beats happening. Maybe this peak right here should not be included, and that's what the problem is. So I'm gonna cut that out, and I'm gonna try to get these to roughly line up. Kind of, maybe. Okay, let's see how this sounds. Okay, yeah, that sounds fine to me, pretty much. So yeah, we got that hoe. We got it on lock. Oh, actually, it'd just be easier for me to just like copy paste both. Wait, no, I can't do that. Never mind. Yeehaw, it's 5 minutes long now, so Now we're gonna listen to this part 2. Make sure it doesn't sound all messed up. Okay, so yeah, that's good enough to me. Wait, I don't need this. I'm gonna delete that. Okay, so yeah, I'm not the best at explaining things, so but hopefully yeah, I kind of suck with words and whatever, but like if you're watching this, hopefully maybe it was helpful. I wish you the best of luck in trying to make your own loops. My boy Detective Student Uwu right here. And if you want, I can publish these. These kind of suck because, you know, you kind of do worse at things when you're being watched or you're expecting someone to see you do it. Because obviously, like, no one was watching me live or anything, but, you know, people are still going to see this video probably. So I'm not doing my best work because, you know, stage fright, whatever. But I can make a better version of this later on and publish it if you would like me to. Or, you know, you can just make your own and publish them yourself. And I'll probably listen to them because, you know, kind of a good idea. Ooh, 1 viewer. Oh, I hope that's you. I hope that's you because, you know, that's who I'm making it for. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I see the chat now. Sorry, I did not see the chat at all. I'm glad you watched. I hope that you, okay, I will. I'll make a better version later because it's a little